What is up, everybody? This is Campin' Randy for ROA Off-Road. I work here now, and it's amazing. I am out here in Moab, Utah with the crew. They took me out camping. We had an epic adventure today, and we're going to keep doing it for a couple more days. You might have seen our last video where we answered comments on the YouTube videos. We're going to do it again.
Seemed like everybody really liked it, huh?
Yeah, they really liked it, and so we're going to do another one. You ready?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready. This one is, and if you actually want to see the videos that we're talking about, they're going to be linked below. And this video is, I did this one last week, but there were still so many comments, I wanted to do it again.
Yeah.
The real truth about how long your trailer can last off-grid. And I have a comment, and I want to hear you guys, what you think about it. So this guy writes in on this video, and this video's, go to the link below and you can watch it. It's about, I'm explaining solar and batteries and just kind of how that stuff works. And he says, dude, really, you actually think so little of your consumer to think that we need an in-depth explanation of watts and amps. This tells me the type of people who would buy are not that bright. And he spelt bright, B-R-I-T-E. Just so you know.
He spelled it wrong?
I don't want to like.
Okay.
I don't want to throw him under the bus. But yeah, so he just. Yeah, so
I did.
You really actually think so little of your consumer that I need to explain differences between amp and watts, and he essentially calls our consumers not bright. What do you think of this comment?
I just move along on that. I mean, but because we explain to everybody the difference between watts and amps and volts, so that they know how much their hair dryer is going to consume, their heater is going to consume. It's just giving you knowledge. That's all. So that you know when you have everything hooked up in your camper, you have the proper amp hours to run it and how long it'll run.
Yeah.
So you're just I wouldn't even.
The difference between watts and amps, he's like mad about that too.
You're just educating. That's what we do.
Yeah, no, I think it's important because we're prone to forget how things work and how things function. Do you remember all your algebra equations back in school?
X
No.
equals.
Yeah.
This is a much more useful one though. But you don't go camping every weekend. Some people do more, but you can forget that stuff. So just as a reminder, it's super helpful. I couldn't tell you how many times I had to re-look up different things, sometimes like this, or even just some different stats on trailers. You got to look it up again. So it's helpful to repeat so that you can learn. And then the other thing too is, the truth is, a lot of people, sometimes they're new buyers and they don't know any of this. So it's not that you're not bright or you're stupid. You're just learning. We're all learning.
Yeah.
What's confusing with solar?
Yeah, I mean,
for folks, it's new.
A lot of people come in and they don't know the difference between watts and amps. And this guy, I guess, might be a rocket scientist or a mathematician. So he thinks if you don't know the difference between watts and amps, you're stupid, which I think is definitely not true. That's not the case. I mean, if I had to like tell a bunch of different arteries and parts of your, you're not a brain surgeon. I'm not a brain surgeon, open heart doctor. Like I'm not going to know all these random things. I didn't study that. I don't even think I liked any of that type of medical stuff in school at any time. So it's just it's nothing that I've ever been into. And there's a lot of people that they don't care about electricity and amps. No,
they just watts. They want to plug something in and it works. That's it.
Exactly.
They don't want to think about it.
I thought this was kind of honestly a rude comment, and this guy was just kind of trying to belittle our entire community and pretty much call him stupid. I'm explaining.
Well, you ranted about it way before we started this video, so it's been on his mind.
This comment came up.
Got to bring it to the public.
Like, what a rude, arrogant thing to say. Sorry. That's the comment. I'm making a comment to it. That was a rude, arrogant thing. That's all I needed to say about it. What do you got, Michael?
So I was scrolling through the video looking for some good comments, and the thumbnail popped out.
Wait. Make a comment. Do you think that was a rude thing to say? I think that's a good thing.
Let's get a tally.
Let's do a survey.
Let's tally.
But I saw a thumbnail and it had poop in it, so I clicked on it. And we're talking about toilets, choosing off-grid RV toilets. So there's a comment here directed to Shane. Shane, your original review of the Lavabo toilet was the funniest thing I've seen on YouTube. Not only was it useful information, but your demo was classic. One for the books for sure.
See that one?
Oh yeah.
The one with the rubber duckies?
Yeah.
And the Coca-Cola can?
Yeah.
It's a great,
They threw everything in that thing. Everything went in there. So his question comes in basically is that they're looking more for long-term camping, and There's a new toilet on the market called the OGO, and they're wondering if you knew anything about the OGO. And if not, then we got some research.
Well, why do you put me on the spot? This is your question. You need to answer.
Yeah, you were supposed to Google OGO.
I don't know anything about the OGO, honestly.
But the Nature's Head, you know, what are the good purposes of a Nature Head, like versus the Lavio? Because that's what he was looking at.
So my wife loves the Lavio, but she never empties the Lavio. I'm the one that empties the Lavio. So if she
That's why she loves it.
if she emptied it more often, she wouldn't like it as much. I mean,
That's what it looks like.
a black tank and a Lavio are almost like sixes. It looks like it just looks like a composting toilet. It has a bowl. It looks kind
We're
of
looking at pictures of it right now.
on YouTube. Maybe you should throw those up or something.
Oh, look at it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it just
Does it have a urine separator?
It has the urine separator,
Yeah.
and it looks like it might have like the waste separator that you can pull out more easily. Because that's the one, like I really do like the Nature's Head a lot, but the one thing that is a trouble of the Nature's Head is you do have to take the whole toilet out in order to dispose of the waste.
Oh, this has a bucket on it. So it
yeah,
has a front door.
so it looks like the urine. There's a latch that pulls out of the front where you grab the urine,
And we'll put pictures
and then
flashed up here so you guys can see what we're looking at.
and behind the urine, a door. It looks like the bucket is there. You grab it and pull the bucket forward.
We'll have to look into those. 'Cause
That
instead of taking the whole toilet outside, you're just taking
just
the
the bucket
out.
Yeah.
Which
Now,
would make a
With
huge
two
difference.
handles. It has handles on
Yeah,
the
it looks
side.
like there's handles on the side. That's actually
Yeah.
really cool.
It's pretty cool. We'll
we
investigate
should
that.
look into that.
Yeah.
There's always new toilets and new things coming on the market.
There's many favorite parts about working at ROA that I like, but it's the only place that you can talk about number ones and number twos with people,
All
and
the
they
time.
tell you their habits. And
How
if
often they go.
Yeah, if they go once a day, twice a day.
Got to fit them to the right toilet.
On the dry flush toilet, this is like so silly. I actually did the math of how much it costs per flush. So you're at about like $1.50, $1.80 per flush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're long term, that gets expensive.
Yeah.
But if you're just a weekend warrior,
It's really cool. Yeah, if
it works great for
a
you.
weekend warrior is fine, and it's easy to you don't have to. Black tank, full time a black tank. If you're at a camp place, it's amazing. That's what you want,
Yeah,
right?
it just flushes right through.
Yeah, it's just like a regular house. But if you're like going out in the wilderness, you don't, and you want to pull that bag out and you're done with it,
Yeah.
it's easy. The composting, that's a cool toilet, actually.
Yeah, it looks
And
really cool.
I would say we've all used Nature Heads. I know you have, Michael, and I have, and I'm a fan. I think composting toilets are pretty awesome. Quite frankly.
I really do. And a lot of it that's really nice too is even if the company that we're building your composting toilet went out of business, there's nothing you need to buy from them because it's such a simple design.
Yeah.
Like some of the toilets you have to buy their special bags or try to make up your own bag, but that just gets complicated.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
per se. And the reality is, like, say, hypothetically speaking, the Lavia goes out of business. You're out $1,000 and you go and buy a composting toilet and replace it.
So why don't we just start with a composting toilet?
Yep.
Yeah. It just depends on which.
Again, it's
That's what
use.
fits
And the,
you.
no,
It's
the
what fits you.
composting toilets are more difficult to empty and more difficult to clean. So the Lavios are simpler.
Yes.
But they're it's more expensive. So it's kind of like there's trade-offs.
Yeah, there's trade-offs in everything.
If I have the choice of my toilet, it's not usually the composting toilet.
Yeah.
Me. But I know a lot of people absolutely love them. And the cool thing about composting is you can sometimes go a month without emptying it.
Yeah.
And if you're a weekend warrior, you don't empty it the whole summer.
Hey, you just
Yeah.
dump your urine tank and that's it, and you just let it be.
Yeah.
Now the urine tank is a pain in the butt because you have to dump that like every day.
Yeah, depending on the size.
How often you go.
Yeah, and how often you go. But
Now, I
so
will say
that's
from-
what I want to bring that up. It looked like it could be a cool in between
Yeah.
because you're getting your composting features, but it looks like they've kind of designed it in a way to eliminate some of those other pains that composting toilets have.
Well, and the cool thing, now I would say a drawback just from looking at the pictures, it looks like that bowl is smaller.
Yeah, it might
and the
be
Nature's Head looks like it's twice the size. So if you can go a month with the Nature's Head, this one might only get you a week or two, So that's definitely, it looks like it's easier to empty, but you're going to do it more frequently. So it kind of like might be sixes in the end.
We'll have to order one, and then Shane can do a video for you.
I'll test it. We'll blur that part as the video though.
We'll leave the ducks in though.
You should blur it anyway. Use the ducks. They'd blur it, and it would like yellow, like a little duck, and they're like, "What is going on there?"
What is going on?
But back to the dry flush real quick, because I think I might have confused some people. So it's $1.50, $1.80 a flush, but that's for your number 2. Okay, your number 1s, you're going to use the pea powder that's provided, and you're going to sprinkle that in there, and it's going to create a big gel, and it's going to deodorize it. So you're going to do your number 1s all day, and then when you do your number 2s, that's when you're going to do your flush.
Okay.
That's when you're really spending the money, is your number 2s.
Oh, you're okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't want everybody thinking it's $1.50
Every time.
5 times a day.
If you do it, if you flush it every single time, then
Yes.
it will.
Yeah, so you don't need to flush it.
And usually, as a man, I'm going out in the woods.
Yeah, do the woods.
It's easier for me. No.
Or I'm doubling up with the wife.
Yeah, you share.
Using the same, we share flushes.
We share.
Everybody can share flushes.
Once again, that's the cool thing about being in the RV industry. You get to talk about.
Talk about this
You
stuff.
get to talk about 1s and 2s. Seriously, people come
You
in.
sharing the number 2? flush?
No, I don't do number
Oh,
2.
okay. I was
This is
like,
the number 1 flush.
that's what you thought too.
I thought too.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
that's love.
pretty.
That's love.
I can't do that.
True
Okay, that's
love.
what I thought.
When you can share the number 2.
Flush. Share the number 2 flush.
Oh my
Can we
god.
get that shirt made, guys?
True love.
True love. Sharing the number 2.
Share the number 2.
Hey,
Oh.
speaking of shirts, right
Oh
below,
my
if you
gosh.
guys are on your phone, you can see our merch. You can order our merch off our YouTube channel. So
Oh, yeah.
there's hats and shirts and all kinds of stuff. So just scroll up a little bit and you'll see some
And
of
if
our
you
hats.
really
Should
want
we-
that
should we
shirt, we'll
add-
customize it.
Should we
Add
add
it
the
for the-
P-shirt? We have a P-shirt.
It says P on.
Since we're talking about bathroom stuff, we might as well throw this one in there. It's not on our merch channel, but if you want it, make a comment
you should
below.
throw it on there.
We have a saying here that's pursue extraordinary excellence, right? Always trying to grow and get better. So pursue extraordinary excellence. And one of the video guys was making a video, and he wrote pursue extraordinary excellence. And one of the other video guys looked over and he's like, spells P, you know? And he's like, oh, it does.
They'll put a picture of the shirt up here.
Yeah,
and
and
you
then-
can see it.
so-
if you guys want that shirt, let us know. We'll make it.
Yeah, I walked in and I saw him playing with their, and I was like, that is so cool. I want that shirt. And so they made me a shirt. So
All right.
How did you
My
feel?
question. So I only have like one major video out there where I tour the South Carolina. So I still have.
you're going off of
Yeah,
this.
I still
Oh,
going
yeah.
off of
All
that
these videos, if you want to see them, if you want to see that toilet video, which is a cool video, go down and
great
check
video.
Click on the link. And also below the links in the videos, even farther down, there's another link that goes to an off-grid toilet where we actually explain all the difference of the toilets. It doesn't have that new toilet, but it has all the toilets that we're pretty familiar with and explains how much they cost, the benefits of them, why you might like them. So you can go check on that down below. But what do you got? What's your question?
So my question is, or is it a question? It's a comment, basically. Hence, it's a comment. Roamer 1 needs an electric awning. The manual one is a deal breaker for me. Guess what? That is an option now.
Yes, it is.
So if the 270 Overland Vehicle Systems awning is a deal breaker for you, you love the camper, everything's great about it, give us a call or text the number below, and we can talk about putting an electric awning on the Roamer 1 for you.
Yeah, and also on the X195 as well, we can put the electric awning.
Oh,
Here-
sorry, I forgot to say that.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
X195. Yeah.
X195
And the X145.
Yeah, X145. So all the
the platforms.
Explorers, Imperials, we can put the electric awning on for you. We also are doing some updates for 2024 on the Roamer 1, so that stay tuned for that stuff. Some of the stock updates that will be changing for next year. The Explorers at 195, 145 easily do electric awnings, no problem
Yeah,
whatsoever.
it's been one of those that people have given feedback, and so that's something that we're finally doing. All of mine are great video. Thanks. It's about time we can see South Carolina. Good stuff. I love all the options. Great tour. Love the tour. So thanks everybody for commenting on the videos. I appreciate it.
I got a comment. I got one here.
Okay.
This is still on that same solar video, but there's a lot of good comments on this video. This one, the guy says, it's kind of interesting because I'm explaining the difference between amps and watts.
Yeah,
And
so this is one who
solar,
appreciates
battery.
it.
Yeah, this is a guy that appreciates it. And he also makes a point about other dealers and how they are not very good at explaining this type of stuff. He says it's kind of interesting how many people don't understand this, which is kind of what the other guy was
reason for
saying.
the video.
It's the reason for the video. It's because we understand a lot of people don't understand it. But then he goes on to say, especially salespeople in the RV business. He said most don't even know what a Blue Yeti, or a EcoFlow is. much less inverters and generators, right? And I was like, oh, that was a nice comment. And so he was just saying that it's cool that we're explaining and teaching people this, because not only do the general public not know it, even RV dealers that sell the trailers don't even know the difference between some of these things. Now, he talks about the EcoFlow. What's that other solar generator, battery generator thing?
The Jackery?
Jackery.
Yeah, I have the
EcoFlow.
Jackery. Renogy has theirs. I have a Renogy Phoenix.
Yeah.
So is he talking about generators, or are you talking about EcoFlow air conditioning?
No, he's talking about the little battery generators. They call them battery generators. Yeah. And he says most dealers don't even know what those are, much less an inverter and generator.
Yeah, solar generators. Yeah, that's what they call them.
Okay. I don't like these things.
Okay.
Solar generators.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're stupid.
Okay.
Quite frankly, do you own one?
Yeah.
You want one?
I like them. Why do you not like them?
No, we had one. Remember how we used to carry that one? The Goal Zero. Yeah, Goal Zero. You've heard of Goal Zero.
Yeah.
Goal Zero, same thing, right?
Yeah.
Solar generator.
Well, I think it depends a lot on what you're planning to use it for, what you have.
I mean, I owned two
what
for
did
like
you
a
get?
few years.
Well, what did you get
and I
it
thought
for?
they were rubbish.
I only get like the 200s. Well, I can't afford all those big giant battery packs and everything. So I get the small ones. All I use it for is charging my phones, charging my GoPro, my drones, things like that.
Oh, see, I go to
it's for a
Walmart.
car.
I go to Walmart and I buy a battery,
Yeah.
and then I go and grab that little thing with the crimps.
I do that too.
And I
You get a
just
deep-
crimp it.
Yeah, you get a
and
deep
it's a
cycle
little
battery.
and it's a little button, and I just press the button and I plug stuff into it, and it's an inverter. It's a solar generator.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
That's all it is. It's literally a battery
You could do that with
with a
trolling
plug on
motors.
it.
There's companies out there that have like battery cases. They have USBs. You can wrap it in there.
No, I know, but you know
But
what
you
I'm
could
saying.
do that. But that's how I started.
So it says generator, and I kind of feel like
Oh, I get what you're saying.
I feel like it's kind of like deceptive.
That is not generating.
It's not really generating.
I mean, they come with like a couple little panels on top
See,
sometimes,
you need
right?
a Blue Yeti or a Go Power for charging your light, man.
Did the iPad go out? I guess we lost the iPad.
We lost the power.
Can you still see us?
You can see us? Okay, sorry. We are having technical difficulties. Our light.
It's related to power, though.
It is related
It's
to power.
ironic. It just shut off.
Yeah. It's probably because he doesn't have a
I have a solar generator.
solar generator. Like it's I mean, I guess you could, the solar generator is the best term, because if you have a solar panel, then you can say it's generated by solar and it's charging the batteries.
All of those have solar plugins.
Yeah.
Like for mine, I have a little solar
Yeah.
panel that goes with it, and I can plug it in while I'm out on.
Which plug-in doing your method from Walmart would be kind of hard to plug a solar panel into.
I know that was kind of a silly thing, but that's essentially
that's a
essentially
beginner-
what these
But
are.
yes,
That's a beginner thing that people can use. They can get themselves a trolling motor, deep cycle battery,
Yeah.
and make themselves a battery box. It's heavy, is all get out.
But one of those things is because all they are is a lithium battery that's packaged differently than a lithium battery. I mean, they put an inverter on there and a solar charge controller. It's kind of all built into that little box.
You got a lot of plugs and outlets.
But I have a lot of people think like they're looking at trailers and they're like, oh, I want to get one of these EcoFlows, or power generators to run the trailer. And I'm like, why? Like, we have 1,000 amp hours of battery in here and an inverter and a solar panel. This is essentially one of those things, but with wheels that drives down the road. To me, it's like, get your just trailer by itself, and if you need
more power.
go get an actual generator that like creates
the smaller
power.
The smaller campers will have the little generators, and I'm like the Scout Yoho. It's got a Goal Zero in there.
Yeah.
And it kind of powers the whole thing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it just depends on what you need. I want to start seeing the paws have like some type of thing where you can flip it around and power your house.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
We'll make something that we can hook in the 30 amp
Into the
or
grid?
something. Yeah, and plug it into your house like they do with the EVs.
Teslas.
You have your own Tesla.
Yeah, that would be cool. Well, the funny thing is this video is on power, and I think there's a lot of misconceptions about just power in general. What solar can and can't do, what batteries can and can't do, generators.
And there's tons of calculators out there for and it'll tell you, how many amp hours you would need to run and how many hours with your watts and your volts and everything and your amps. So there's all kinds of information. I mean, everybody, they can ask us. I mean, we're here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, that was just an interesting one. I've had a few of those Goal Zeros, and I actually liked them. I would use them for charging my cell phone and like you know, throw it in my trunk, and we'd go out for a picnic and pull it out and plug stuff in. But I always thought, like, a lot of people thought it's like creating power, but it's not like producing power like a generator. All it is a battery that you plug in at your house, and it charges the battery.
Or a solar panel into it.
Or you plug a solar panel into it, and essentially all it is you're draining a lithium battery that's packaged and called a Goal Zero or an EcoFlow.
With computer stuff in it so that it's not spiking, it's pure, you know.
Pure sine and everything. So it is a cool thing out there, but I sometimes feel like
it's not a generator. That's the point.
I think he's hung up on the word generator.
Generator part.
It's a power supply.
It's a power supply.
I think they changed the name of it for marketing terms to make thing.
That's what it is people think it's a generator, and it's like making energy, and it's like.
Well, I remember when they came out and they were calling them generators. I was like,
they were calling them generators.
Yeah, and I'm like, where's how are you generating power if it's just a battery?
From the solar.
So
that's why they
got to plug it in, though.
Solar generator.
Yeah, because the solar's coming in to
bringing the power to generate the power, because they did change the verbiage in the last bit. Yeah. But they used to just be called generators, and I thought that is just so deceptive. That's marketing voodoo. Okay, so thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed this rant. I don't know. We're not going to get a lot of these done because Randy is going to be in South Carolina, but let us know if you would like to see exclusive Randy rants in South Carolina. We get campfire rants with me, like in front of the campfire, but would you like to see some Randy rants?
Let me know. I'll do some.
Yeah.
Because that's for my East Coast folks. So, I mean, speaking of that, on this video, real quick, we're going to do a roamer adventure on the East Coast. So check the website.
But if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
That's what my mom said.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to hear Randy, just don't say anything. But if you do, make a lot of good comments and say, go Randy, right?
Oh, no, I want to hear the no-go Randy's comments. I want to hear those so I can comment back to you.
If there's a good reason. Yeah, well, we'll make a comment on another video.
Yeah.
How we didn't like that they said no.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
They
we'll
say
make
no.
the comment. Next video, we'll be talking about your no comments. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Happy New Year, if that's happening soon.
Hopefully we'll get there before then.
Oh, yeah. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.